So the Yankees are coming to the point where they're going to be in a little bit of a pickle. And the question is, what should they do? Last night after the doubleheader, which the Yankees swept, thanks for sweeping the Angels, they optioned Estevan Florial back to AAA. He was the 27th man. And they also optioned David McKay back to AAA as well. He was the 26th man. So right now they have a corresponding roster move that they need to make to have a full 26-man roster, one way or another. Josh Donaldson comes off is eligible to come off the IL today. And Giancarlo Stanton is eligible to come off tomorrow. So this could be two potential corresponding moves, one of which can already be made. And if they both come back, the question is, who do the Yankees move on from at that point? Matt Carpenter's been playing great. Okay, so has Miguel Andujar. So, leaves us to the question. Do you want to send back a pitcher? I don't. I don't want to send back Andujar because he's been productive. So it might be time now to consider DFAing Joey Gallo. I like Joey Gallo, and I wish he would have been more productive here. And it could be a mechanical thing and whatnot, but I think now is the time to DFA him and maybe give him an opportunity to resurrect his career somewhere else. Maybe someone else can, fix his swing and fix his head too, because I can only imagine how tough it is for him to be playing this poorly. And again, this isn't doing it in Cincinnati or Colorado. This is doing it in New York. New York will eat you alive if you let it. So, and so many of other players have fallen victim to that. We don't want that to happen to Joey Gallo. Guy's a good dude. He was productive. And again, if you DFA him, the Yankees only have to eat the rest of the season, whatever that is, the prorated money for whatever it is. So, rather than DFAing Aaron Hicks, because personally, not only is Hicks a Cashman guy, I don't see the Yankees eating 3 more seasons plus of Hicks's contract just to let him walk at this point. I think they're probably going to keep him around and let him kind of rebuild trade value and then try to move him, or try to package him in some kind of trade to somewhere with a high-end prospect or two. And we never know. We never really know. But I think at this point, that's probably the best move to make because, number one, I don't want to move Marwin Gonzalez. He's valuable here. He plays infield and outfield, okay? And I don't want to move Andujar because he's showing his value here too. And there are other guys that are scheduled to come back soon. Tim LeCastro, right? Ender Inciarte still there too. So, and both of them to me are more productive than Joey Gallo, unfortunately. So I don't want to move either one. I don't want to release or DFA either one of those guys. So I think it's time to designate for assignment Joey Gallo, unfortunately. Again, I hate saying it, but it's the unfortunate truth right now. So I think it's probably the most practical and productive move the Yankees could make for their roster at this point. And they've gone this far with basically automatic outs, right, for a third of their lineup. And replacing an automatic out with somebody who could be a little bit more productive, it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing, because then you're adding productive guys elsewhere too. We add back Donaldson, we add back Stanton, and then you keep somebody like Carpenter or whatever. Yankees have a more productive lineup. So rather than Carpenter replacing Stanton right now or somebody else as DH, you add him to Stanton and replace an unproductive bat. So that to me is the most logical thing, to do. And whenever the Yankees make moves, I'm obviously going to put them out. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss them. And if you like stuff like this, please hit the like button and notification bell too. But what do you think? Who do you think the Yankees should move on from? And I know, it's a pretty much a consensus that people want Gallo and Hicks gone. I get it. And for a large part, Higgy too. Kyle Higashioka. But the problem with that is, I know they DFA'd Rob Brantley and then they re-signed him to a minor league deal, but the dynamic that the pitchers have with Higgy and Jose Trevino is not to be ignored. And if I'm going to move on from him, it's going to be the end of the season when Ben Rortvedt is ready to come healthy in 2023. It's the only way I do it, and I think it's just an easier move to DFA Gallo right now, and then probably try to figure out a way to trade Aaron Hicks to get some kind of value back, or even if you have to eat half his contract, so what? I'd rather eat half it than all of it. So, but let's get into this. You folks let me know what you think. I'll talk to you next time.